Well, it's your boy, Dustin from the Flying Chariots, The Rise podcast. I got a special guest today, Jen from the Wisconsin Files, for the second time with me. And I'm super excited because I've been itching to get this girl on with me for the longest time. And now she's finally here. So I can like pinch myself. I'm like, is this for real? Is this happening, Jen? Is this
Real,
like,
bro. I'm here. I'm here in
you're
the
here?
flesh.
Oh, okay, she is here.
Yeah.
Like, holy.
Yes, it is I. I've returned. I've returned.
Yeah. So again, we're just gonna have some fun today. Again, just catching up with Jen because I haven't talked to her in forever since the last time, and she's been on some a few adventures since last time we talked, and new love interest, and yeah, you can talk about your boyfriend, and he's in the paranormal stuff too, and other cool stuff, and yeah,
Yo,
again, let's just kick the shit. Let's kick the
let's do
shit,
it.
Jen.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
So
do
yeah,
it.
let's know how you been on what today? Monday. How's Monday?
Yeah, it's already Monday, dude. Man, that weekend flew. I feel like it was just Friday. Holy
Yeah,
shit. That's kind
right.
of how it's been going, though. Time's just zooming by. So I've been good, though. I mean, prior to getting sick, of course, I was doing some awesome stuff there, like with the paranormal. I was really getting out there, going to like Kentucky and, visiting like some of the coolest freaking cemeteries I've ever seen. Doing a lot of like, yeah, a lot of ghost stuff, but just kind of right now, currently, I'm just doing my own thing. I've tapped into a bit of like these unsolved true crime cases in my area. Working on more of that kind of thing. And then my partner in crime, he's also into the paranormal and he's into, crafting what he calls Bugsy boxes, but they're similar to what a spirit box would be without all the like jumbly white noise kind of stuff. Like it's real clean audio, and he's way better at explaining it than I am, so I'm not even going to try. But yeah, so things have been really really good though, and I'm super excited though to be back here chatting with you today, dude. I've been trying to get on for a minute. I know we've like kind of missed a few of our planned dates, but I'm just happy to be here to chat with you, and I want to hear what's up with you too, what's been going on your channel and all the good
Yeah,
stuff you've been
yeah,
doing, dude. Fun
yeah,
times. Yeah, dude.
yeah, yeah. It's getting really busy here with me. Lining, booking tons of people, lining up everybody up. Yeah, again,
Cool.
it's very
Super
tedious,
cool.
to
I
say
can
the least.
imagine, dude. I can imagine. I see you
But
all the
again,
time. You've got new
yeah,
guests coming on, and I'm like, fucking get it, Dustin.
yeah. That's
Get it.
well, thank you so much. So you just said you were in Kentucky, and where in Kentucky were you, and what cemetery was this that you went and visited?
Ooh. So I can't even remember like the name. The cemetery was in the Frankfurt area. It was Frankfurt Cemetery. It's where
Mhm.
Daniel Boone was buried. So it's kind of a big deal. Not like that, but like it's a historical figure, pretty
Okay.
prolific in American history. It's Daniel Boone, one of the first frontiersmen. So I was really excited to go see it. But man, did that place have a creepy vibe.
Did
The
it?
reason that we were even in Kentucky was because we actually went to investigate Bobby Mackey's, and Bobby Mackey's is like one of the most haunted bar and grills in the country. A lot of, I think, was it somebody, I think it was Ghost Adventures, it was Nick Groff from Ghost Adventures was there, and like he had like a crazy experience. I don't remember exactly who, like there was some big name ghost hunters, I guess, that went out there and had some pretty intense experiences. I did too. That place was freaking creepy, but it wasn't anywhere that they said it was. I actually didn't feel anything in their basement where their I guess is their biggest hotspot near the haunted well. Yeah, I just like I didn't really get any vibes down there. It was really upstairs in this apartment which belonged to I don't know, it was just a gentleman that lived there. His name was Carl. I can't remember what he did there. He was probably a very important person, and I'm effing it up by disgracing him, not remembering anything he did. But it was his apartment, and that place just it was fucking spooky. I don't know how else to say it. It creeped me out so bad. You just get like that uncomfortable feeling. It's not that I like saw or heard anything. It was just that like it's just the energy.
Sure.
It was uncomfortable. But yeah, so Kentucky was a pretty awesome place to just to visit in general. Just the landscape of it. They got like those like mudslides that always go on over
Oh,
there. You see these like, yeah, these like cliff these literally like sand cliffs, but there's like houses on them. I'm like, how do you trust it? It was giving
Oh,
me anxiety. I'm like, these people are brazen, brave souls, because I could never. But yeah, it was just a beautiful place though. And then you got the what river is that? I cannot remember. I don't. It might be the Mississippi. I don't know. But that river was just raging through, and it just like gave
oh,
the
cool.
landscape such a beautiful look. You know, such
Sure.
a gorgeous aesthetic. I was like, oh, I could be here forever. I can see what appealed the frontiersmen of the time to want to go out there and settle that place just because of how gorgeous it is. You know, I can see why people want to live there. I could never. I could never. I mean, like on that I just get so much anxiety, like mudslides, natural disasters
Yeah.
terrify me, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, that's yeah. I feel like the people who live like near, like right by the ocean side, it's just like you just ask a
Yo,
place for
yeah,
one
that's the
day,
other one.
just like it
Yeah.
might, global warming is just getting worse and worse. So these tidal waves are just
Mhm.
getting bigger and bigger. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
let's get a tidal wave that's 2 miles high and
Yeah, no
kill
kidding,
us
dude.
everybody.
I don't trust that for the life. I mean, the ocean scares me, even being in Wisconsin. Like, I just
Yeah.
imagine that, if he ever decided to, rage out. Oh God, that's terrifying.
Can you imagine dropping like an atom bomb in the middle of Lake Michigan,
God,
having it
wouldn't that be
explode
nuts?
underwater and just like have it
Oh,
flood everywhere,
just,
flood
oh yeah,
Wisconsin
man.
and Michigan,
If that's a landlocked sea, dude, that thing is huge. I
because
think
it
about
just
shit
started
like
a
that
humongous
too.
tidal wave. I can like
Yes.
imagine.
I always think that, what if, what if it did shift under there and all of a sudden, it just started to seep into the land? Like, fuck, dude, we'd all be gone. Like,
Yeah.
even over here, like, holy shit, it would flood all the way probably to here. That'd
Yeah.
be nuts.
And I find it amazing too. I think they found like an old Nazi submarine in Lake Michigan.
Dude, what? Because I did not hear about that. Are you
No?
serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's awesome. What?
Just shows that they were creeping up those, the rivers.
Yeah,
Or shows
absolutely.
how big and deep those rivers are for a fucking
Oh,
submarine to go through
yeah,
them motherfuckers.
yeah. Dude, for real though, I mean, like, fuck, sharks get up there through the rivers.
Yes.
So,
And
like,
that's terrifying. Fuck those
yeah.
bull sharks.
Oh,
That's the
yeah. I
only
always
species of
think
shark
about
that
that.
has that ability to
To
go into
survive
fresh
these.
water.
Yep.
Yeah, how that come up
Yep.
the so like either side of Wisconsin is kind of fucked if you think about it. I was like,
I
damn,
know, right?
you got the was it the Mississippi River that runs
Yep. We
there
got the
along,
Mississippi.
and
Yep.
then yeah,
Yep.
like Michigan, and then even up
Yeah.
north, Lake Superior there. So
Yeah, dude.
yeah,
Yep. Yep. And then we got plenty of little like water streams and lakes and whatnot in between. Like we're just
yeah,
flooded with it. So
yeah, man. I cannot imagine having meat eating fish in fresh
oh my
water.
God, I know even gators and shit. I could never
Oh no.
fuck, dude, give me anxiety. I
And
can't.
I think like don't we have like those like weird like snake eel things in Lake Michigan that like attach themselves to other fish
Oh
and like
yeah. What are
eat
they like
suck
lamprey
their
kind of like
blood and
things
shit?
or something?
Yeah, those
Yeah.
very alien looking, but they have like thousands of teeth and they're all
The
like in a
little teeth,
circle.
yeah, those little suckers, and then
Yeah.
that suction is so powerful too. Like you
Yeah.
see the skin after they pry them. Oh my God,
Oh
no thanks.
hell no.
Even gator guard, dude, alligator guard terrify me. Like they're just swimming dinosaurs. I don't know, man. That shit's
Yeah.
scary. Just
Or
mouthfuls
those
of.
alligator snapping turtles. I mean, they'll
Oh
take your
my
hand off,
God.
clean off. Like,
Yo, they go right through the bone, man, and they're quick too. I had one snap at me once.
speaking of bones, we were just talking about the baraboo bone crusher.
Yeah, that
So you want to
water
tell me?
ace, dude.
Do you know more about that story and what year it took place?
I think wasn't it like it was in the 90s, right? Like early 2000s or something like that. And I remember it started with they found that one boy in the river over there, the Wisconsin River, wasn't it? And then they saw that he had all those like bone breakage and whatnot. At first they didn't know if this was just random killing or whatnot, but god damn, dude, when that case turned, oh, got spooky. So that dude, what he like rolls up on this 14-year-old boy's house, and this kid's just sleeping in his living room on the couch, and he ballsily walks in, picks that boy up, and starts running with him. And the kid's so confused, he thinks like there's an emergency or whatever, and he starts running with this guy, and this guy like leads him back to his house. And that's when like the torture began, and he started
Yeah.
like snapping that kid's legs. And what do you do, like put a whole bunch of socks on him and shit? Was just doing weird like fucked up stuff, and it was just
Yeah.
so
It's like a
disturbing, dude.
baseball bat to his
Yeah, and
limbs.
then crushing him. Oh, and
And
then
he
the kid
just
talking
he
about it.
loved the set he got like a satisfying relief of hearing bones breaking.
Bones
Like just like
crunching, yo.
it was like a I don't yeah, it's like some OCD shit. Like, man, give me some
No, like that
sounds
is that's so disturbing. Where the fuck did you learn that you enjoyed
yeah,
that?
right.
Like, dude, that shit is so sick. I was like, oh, that case like disturbed me. It had me like so paranoid.
But we are the home of Wisconsin, home of the
You damn
serial
right.
killers and the
Place
most
is
bizarre
fucked up.
killers.
Yo,
And yeah, we can tap into Ed Gein and Jeffrey Dahmer
mm-hmm.
because
No,
yeah, actually, I got to meet the detective who got to break Jeffrey Dahmer's case when he
did
did
you
like
really?
there's a film festival here in Wisconsin where they did a independent film of Jeffrey and some of his close, like his neighbor. Actually, his neighbor was there too. The woman who lived right across the
Dude,
hall.
holy shit.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty gnarly. So
insane.
even this, yeah, the documentary is pretty gnarly. But
Yeah, I can
again,
imagine. And
again, just the psychologicalness of his sexual gratification of um, mutilating. I mean, he masturbated to like different stages of mutilation. He would like take
yeah, he
photograph
was
pictures of what he had done, and he would sit there and masturbate to some of them. Because obviously he threw some of it into this
yeah,
tub of acid to break up and
right.
stuff. And yeah,
You're
but again,
demented,
this
dude. You're
the weird,
demented.
yeah, again, how it's intermingled with sex and violence, and
Yeah, dude, it's just like something snapped up there, like where I don't know if they were exposed to something like when they were younger, and then that
yes,
like because I
well,
feel
his
like man, childhood traumas, dude, they fuck you for life sometimes, and it's how you respond to it. It's just chilling that the mind can go that fucking dark. It's crazy to me.
sure, sure. And it's like I think his father said it might have stemmed from collecting bones of animals and
Yeah.
throwing them in a bucket that made a clunking sound. And who knows, like this Baraboo kid who was snapping bones, and he had like a again had some deep rooted, you know, hearing bones breaking or seeing it
Sure.
happen,
Yeah,
or
even
his
like to an
dad
animal or a
or
pet or
even his dad or
something.
somebody related to
Oh
him
yeah.
like torturing
Yeah.
shit, because this always seems
Right.
to be like torturing animals first and it usually
Yeah,
gets them
yeah.
fed.
That's what they
Like
say. It's like a big sign of a serial killer in the making or a
yeah,
sociopath or yeah.
yeah, like the fucking Iceman killer who used to like when he was little, he used to like take two cats and tie their tails together and throw them over a clothing line and see them tear each
Yeah.
other apart. Like what
He's
the
another
fuck?
sick.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love cats, man. I would
I love cats too. I love
dude,
animals, man. I
I
got a
would
bunny that's my
I would snap
world.
that dude's
So,
neck so fast just for
fuck
that.
yeah. Oh my God. I would look around that. Fucking wouldn't hesitate. Would
Oh,
not
dude.
hesitate.
Shit. But yeah, sorry. I had
Oh yeah, dude. No, fucking no.
um but yeah, again, let's go back to Wisconsin. And Ed Gein too. Not much of a serial killer. He only killed two people. But
No,
again,
yeah,
being a profound um grave robber.
yes, yeah, and
And I
doing
found
it.
out too that he did some of the grave robbing during the wintertime. And this is like
I
a
know,
skinny ass little dude. I'm like,
right?
whoa,
Just fucking, and you think like back
determination, man.
then,
That dude
right? The
wanted that
ground had to be
skin.
so frozen. Like I couldn't imagine him out there, like just fuck, dude. It's just
Taking a
terrifying. Like,
pick to it.
could you
Just the
imagine driving by and seeing that shit though? Like in the distance, some dude out there, you're like, what the fuck is going on? What is he doing? Like I would be so
Jeepers Creepers,
slow.
right?
Yo, yeah, I keep driving. I would just mind my fucking business. Shit.
Yeah, right. Oh, dude. No, again, I just learned that fact recently that he did that during the winter too. I was like, no way. But he actually spent the last of his days after he got caught here in Madison, where I'm at. Uh,
Dota.
yep.
Yep.
And that's pretty gnarly.
It
But
is.
again, yeah, again, just to see the weird treasure trove of macabre objects that he collected and
Ooh.
made, like this the skull soup bowls and the
Yeah.
nipple belts and the whole full
Yeah.
bodysuit of a woman that he would
Ooh.
wear on a full moon night and prance around in the yard acting like his
That's
woman.
just It's just it is just the most unhinged shit
Can you
ever, dude.
imagine
Like,
Ed Gein having my skin? He'd be like, "Oh man, I gotta act like some Italian motherfucker." No, mamma mia!
at least he'd be
I have a
passionate.
problem with you. You got me digging at the bodies now.
I'm thinking about the bodies. Damn,
I
dude,
just don't
that's
want them to meet the ball.
just...
But
Oh
no,
my
it's
god.
that's some shit, man. That's some gnarly psychological, and it really did. It all stemmed from his mother and the
Yep,
weird,
yep.
hard religious shit that she put in his head, and then that weird,
Hmm.
bizarre death of his brother that could have been caused, but maybe by him, and that
Yeah.
weird fire that happened.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy, factors that play into that case. There's just so many fucking, oh my god. That's one that I spent a long time too just reading about. I mean, like I think everybody in Wisconsin kind of has, right? Like
Yeah,
we all
you have to.
like, yeah, it's almost biblical up in here. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
and
it's
I'd love to
wild.
go. Have you been to his property? I know this is property only still exists. No, the house is burnt down back shortly after he got caught. Because I think someone wanted to make that in like a museum.
Yeah,
Like
I'm actually friends
that'd
with
have been
somebody that
tight.
runs the jail
I would
there.
have, maybe if it was like in Japan or something, that would have totally flew.
Your friend.
Because the Japanese are doing some crazy shit with skin too, or the
Well, yeah,
Nazis
yeah,
too.
dude. And I
The
mean, like,
Nazis too were doing some lampshade skins, and especially if I was
dude,
going in some Nazi
yeah.
camp, they would have left
Oh,
like,
man.
"Oh, we're taking that kid. We're gonna make some
You've
cool
been a
art, some
lampshade.
yeah, or somebody sitting on me like a
My
chair.
yeah, my decorative chair, my decorative chess piece,
You
literally.
see that eye right in the middle? Yeah, yeah,
We're fucking demented, dude.
yeah. There's
Twisted.
another guy too in Japan that was taking prisoners that were going on death sentences and was asking them to use his skin in his museum. Damn, I should remember this dude's name.
Dude, wait, what? Like he's got what? Say that
This
one more
is
time. Did I hear that right? Just
yeah.
say that again.
So they're back. I think this is back in the 50s or the 40s, where a lot of the Akuza uh, prisoners were at these prisons and they were on death sentences. Some of them, and this guy would actually go to the prisons and like acquire, asking these people, "Can I get your skin?" And then yeah, he would like he carve these people up. He have them displayed out and like framed up, or they would have it or like in a full body suit in a mannequin, like a
What
mannequin
the
wearing
fuck?
his skin and shit. Yeah, it's really
Damn,
it's
that's wild. I've never heard that before. It's very
I
interesting.
can see the beauty in it if it's a tattoo. If it's just regular skin, and that's just nah. if
Yeah, yeah,
it's got
yeah.
some beautiful, I guess
Right.
I like save me, or or at least or if I'm gonna die, have a standing wake. So I'm like, I have like a joint in my mouth and shit. I'm just
Yeah,
chilling
yeah.
with the sunglasses and shit.
I'll come and light it for you, bro.
Or I have my podcast
Right.
set up in front of me.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Alien
Hey,
pictures behind me and shit. Like,
no, you can
or
make it
just
happen. People have done shit like that, dude. You see the people where they like sit in the chair, like
yes,
chilling with
I've seen that shit. That's what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
They're called the
I got you
standing
back,
wakes.
bro.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's
Fucking lit,
it's
man.
pretty gnarly in some cultures. It's pretty profound. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
again,
that is just too taboo here. Like we really don't. I think appreciate the aspect of it enough. I guess like it's
sure,
just so like you don't talk about that. Like death is just this. It's something that you don't want to like discuss open. Like it's this overwhelmingly tragic thing here. Where other places death is celebrated. When you
sure.
die, you've let this mortal coil, and you're free. Your spirit's free. And it's a celebration, but it's like not that way here, like it's a very like sacred, quiet thing. You don't really like,
Or we try to make the dead look alive as possible at the wake. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
It's
yes.
not as scary to look at,
And I
obviously.
think that's sad because the reality of it is we're not that way. Like death is inevitable. This is just a natural process of life. And I think that like being exposed to death is important for a human to understand like, okay, well, this happens. This is what's going to happen. Because now like we've created this dynamic where people are so fucking fearful to die. you're just so scared of dying. You're afraid. You don't want to do it. I feel like we should be a little more accepting of it because it will happen no matter what. It's just when, And I think if we had a better way of coping with death, that it wouldn't be this, weird thing we kind of made it be.
Sure. Well, they better have some like earthly things in whatever place after death. Yeah, I'm saying it's a few things I'm gonna miss here on Earth. Like,
Yes.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
Yeah, I know. I know.
oh, you know.
Dude, I hope there's weed in the afterlife.
Yeah, you think
I'll be
so?
straight.
Something. Yeah, your experience is not gnarly enough. Oh.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
No, it's not. Fear and loathing is what I want.
For loathing the
That's
whole thing.
another. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah,
Mhm.
do you think aliens use drugs? You think they might like
That's a good question. I
escaped?
would
'Cause
imagine.
you think that's kind of like I don't know. It's just it is so much to be an extraterrestrial. All the information that's coming at them, even if they can take it, because some of us can take so much information, and some of us just built that we just can't. We're
Right.
born some mentally handicapped, or what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
this, like is there any mentally handicapped extraterrestrials out there?
I wanted that
Yeah.
same stuff. I wanted the same thing. I would imagine. I mean, I would think that their genetic buildups and stuff, like the way their brain would operate, would essentially be similar, wouldn't it? But then it's like you got to factor in, man. I don't know. It's
Or do
such a
they
wild
or they are
thought.
they just so far advanced that they covered that factor
Right.
that
That's
it
what I'm
will never
thinking.
happen ever again because it has
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, where they like, yeah, yeah, like, see, where we tried to do that shit,
Oh, that's true.
it was World War II, bro. Like,
Yeah,
and it was
it's true.
fucked up eugenics and shit,
Yeah,
and it kind of backfired, dude. And we learned to embrace it. So it's a
yeah.
good question, though. Honestly, it's valid to think about. I mean, you would imagine like a civilization that would be this advanced. Yeah, they would somehow have figured out a way. I mean, fuck, dude.
Or even
My mind.
like even
Oh,
music. Like, do you think
mhm,
they enjoy music on their free time? They play
right,
music? Is it
right.
just like deafening to whatever they're just you're just born into this agenda of whatever, or created? Who knows? Or like, yeah, it's just such a mind fuck rabbit hole.
It is. It
It's just,
really is, though.
there's just so many yeah, there's so many
A lot of
roads to go
fucking
down to.
nuance to it. And it's just it's hard to like that's the thing. It's hard for me to land on just one theory because there's
Mhm.
just a plethora of possibilities. Like
Yes.
I do what you do. It's just that, like you said, it's like a rabbit hole. You just keep going down. Your brain just keeps thinking over and over and over. You just it's a total mind fuck.
Yeah.
It really
Again.
is.
And again, I keep going back to ancient history and I look at all these ancient structures made
Yeah.
with
Yes.
megalithic stones that are weighing
Yo. Right.
75 tons or
Right.
more. And
Yes.
they're and you look at these people back then, they were tiny too. Like,
Exactly.
and what
Yeah. Yeah.
healthy slave are you whipping in the back? I'm sorry.
Right.
and
Right. No.
at the
Damn.
same time, they give credit to the gods that have multiple names and they talk about vehicles that they come down in and like what the fuck?
Sure.
And
Sure.
then and a scientist and other people are like, yeah, some mythology shit.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, but does it do the math much when they're moving these tons of stone like at ease? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, dude.
I don't
Exactly. I
know.
mean, we've
It
struggled
doesn't
in our own advancements. We've already kind of figured that out, how difficult it was. We couldn't do this without machinery. Like
right.
these feats were almost impossible, especially like they were crafting shit that would rival, their cities like would rival our modern cities. And
The
we've got all the
mathematics
tech,
too that
man.
goes into a lot of these
Yeah.
buildings.
Oh
Like,
man.
and if you
It's
can't you can't mess up on the like say starting the pyramid, like you can't mess up on the bottom like 1 inch because it
right.
all gets all
Right. It
fucked up
was
on the
so
top.
pristine.
Once you fucking
Yes.
build it, you're like, oh fuck, it's all fucked up, and because
Yeah.
we had to
Already
start all
going.
the way over. Another
Yeah,
two
right.
thousand years drained. But
Fucking
again, like
ridiculous.
how they say the pyramid was built in like 200 years or some shit. But if you like haul and install 10 blocks a day, it's got to take up to like 2,000 some years. I don't give a
Jesus.
fuck.
Oh shit.
I don't
No,
give a
for
fuck.
real. No,
No
yeah,
way.
yeah. I think about the
And that's
same
and
shit,
that's
man.
just the conventional way of moving stone, like with humans dragging 10 boulders a day if they can. I just and then like stuff around the world too, like even ball back stuff there,
Yeah.
and ball back, like that shit is gnarly. Like who the
Yes.
fuck are you?
Yeah.
And again, we should be seeing smaller stone first, and then gradually seeing gigantic boulders because of technology of ours. But it's
Right.
this
Yeah.
ass backwards where it's just like bomb ass technology. We're cutting into stone with lasers and shit
Very fucking
and big
intricate
ass
too,
saws and
man.
shit.
It's
And we're
insane.
yeah, we're gonna take these big ass boulders across the river
Yeah.
and
Hey
across
guys, hear
sand.
me out. We're gonna do they're gonna be like, are you fucking mad? Like, dude, what? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me either.
Or
I try
did
to
the
think
whole
like,
ancient culture get
how?
together at once and we're gonna all like punk the future so
Yeah,
hard
let's
with
fucking
this
get some
shit that they're gonna
guns,
like think
man.
that aliens did this shit. Watch. And then they
We're
all
gonna
just went around the world and then they all just made these humongous structures and everybody else here in the future is all fucking like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Oh my god.
The
Yeah, dude.
toolbox, dental floss, and chicken bones. What the fuck? Copper tools?
When you phrase it
Oh
like that,
god.
dude, yeah, it's what
Uh,
a bunch of fucking icons, dude. They got us.
uh. No, and it's just so weird that it gets so mythanized right away. But when they
Yeah.
give credit to the gods, like ancient India too, like there's multiple gods and they're coming down in these vehicles called Vimana. And again, interacting with humans enough for to telling these stories, especially these ETs raging war with each other because they're arguing about what agendas they want with humans here. So like they're having these nuclear bomb um, battles, and again, described
Yeah.
by humans, they're just being described as like the people who are near these blasts get radiation sickness. Their hair started
Yeah.
falling out, their nails started falling, their teeth,
Holy
and then like
shit.
elephants died and shit, and then pregnant women who had babies, all are dead babies, and they're all born and shit. Like yeah,
Dude.
this is like written down again. A
Yeah,
perfect
it's
description of radiation poisoning,
how do
and
you
like talking
explain it?
about the
And how
humongous
would they know that, you know? Like how the
again,
fuck would you be
and they're
aware?
just talking about these humongous blasts too. Like they're seeing like
Crazy, dude. I don't think
like
I've
the
heard
lights of a
that
thousand
before.
suns and shit.
It's fucking insane. See, I love hearing that. And then like these are accounts from these people, you know? Like I mean, it just blows my fucking mind. And you just kind of reminded me too of like here at Ashland State Park, it's like an
Yes.
ancient, yeah, dude, the serpent mounds. How the fuck would they have known from an aerial perspective that these would be in the shape of like that serpent the way it is? You know, it's shit
Yeah.
like that where I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
If you gone to Man Mound here in Wisconsin?
yo, I know Man Mount. I drove by it. I want to get out and actually go fucking explore it. You know, where
Yeah.
isn't that where the road
I've
runs
gone
through
there
it?
a few times. And that's another thing to it. You have to be viewed from the sky.
Yeah, it's like
And it's and
wow.
even the sign there says they're depicting a powerful god. I'm like, what powerful god looks all
Oh, right. That's
bulbous with a
exactly what
fucking
I'm
helmet and
yeah.
shit? Like, what the fuck?
Fucking aliens, dude. It's fucking aliens. I'm
And
sorry.
the fact that it's like again, trying to entice this creature to come back by having it be viewed from the sky.
Yes,
It just
yeah,
shows
dude.
that here's a correlation like the Nazca lines. There's another. You ever heard of the Band of Holes in
I
Nazca?
don't think so.
So there's a ancient Indian legend there where this thing from the sky came down and landed on the ground and is rolled in a straight line and like collected it just made like a track like with little shallow holes. They're
What
very
the fuck?
shallow and they're just it just ran across and the Indians from the bush were just watching and terrified, just seeing this machine going across the land and it
Imagine.
just flew off. And I think it was just collecting the dirt samples,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah, sure. Like
like
us.
uh like
It's
exactly. It's like us
okay,
landing on the moon.
sure.
So after this band of holes were made, like these Indians like were so amazed that it became part of their culture, where they started making helter skelter lines throughout the
Oh
desert
wow.
to
Isn't
attract
that
this thing to
something?
come back, right?
That's so
And
crazy, dude.
so like they were doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years, and then they were like thinking like, well, we got to do something to show that we're more intelligent. So then you start seeing animals being made in the Nazca lines. So like
Wow.
again, the priests were trying to
Sure.
think of things to show that we're intelligent. We want them to
Yeah,
come
yeah,
back.
yeah.
That's why
Hey, yeah,
you
come
see
back.
they even made like an astronaut one too. Like it's
Oh
the
wow.
El Nastronato or something. Yeah,
Very
he's there
interesting.
at the Nazca Lines. He's this bulbous creature
Huh,
with the eyes and shit. Again,
holy shit. That's
the
so
story goes. And
interesting.
then
So
like,
wait, they
sorry.
created an astronaut? Like
Yeah,
the
just kind of
what
like
the
we have here in Birabu.
That's wild to me. That's fucking wild, dude. Like
Super
where would they
wild.
get that description? Like where
Yeah.
how would that have been possible? That's all
Let
I
me get
mean.
back to India really quick with like
Yeah, yeah, hit
the
me.
the with these flying vehicles, the Vimana. After these ancient astronauts left, these people started making their temples out of the shape of Vimanas. Like they're called the stupas, but Vimanas for the same shape of these flying vehicles. Again, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the
It's
cargo
wild
cult
stuff.
starts again, where like again something so impacted the people enough where like yeah, we got to show them that
Hey,
we
then you
want them
put
to
all
come
this
back.
effort in. Yeah, it's
We
that's
hey, look what we did. Our buildings are in the shape of your vehicles. We made it.
yeah, hey man, we're smart.
Mad respect. Even that nuclear war that you had, you killed a bunch of our people. Totally mad
Fucking lit,
respect.
bro. Come on. Right?
We didn't need half those people. We knew India was going to be
Yeah.
overpopulated
Did us a
anyways.
favor, man.
Jesus, holy hell! But yeah, again, these stories, and if you put them in different vocabularies, because again, these people didn't have the vocabulary at the time what they were witnessing to,
Mhm.
totally describe.
So they
That's why
need
they
them.
could become birdmen or the flying
Mhm.
shields or the flying
Well, it makes
chariots
sense,
or flying
Yeah, yeah.
turtles, with the shells.
Dude, yes. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just love these stories and how the
Same.
correlations and yeah, and then the fact that Wisconsin here has such a rich history of that. And like we have the rock pyramids
Oh, my
of
favorite.
Rock Lake, on
Yeah,
the bottom of Rock Lake.
yeah, yeah.
So
Those ones are
if we
fun,
have
dude.
lost ancient cultures here too. So
Yeah, yeah. It's
and
fucking remarkable.
we have our history with our cryptics too,
Yeah.
with
Oh
Bigfoot
yeah, we
and
got
Dogman,
Dogman. Yeah.
I would
Yep,
not
yep,
want to meet
yep.
the Dogman. Fuck all that.
Oh my God, dude. No. I've been out
uh,
hunting for him
yeah. Do you
and
know
goat man.
do you know much
But
about the Dogman?
yeah, so well, my buddy Justin from Visually Creep TV, he does, urban exploring and ghost stuff too. He actually did a whole series where he went out and he went searching for Dogman. So, like how I got a crazy story about Dogman myself. So
Oh,
around the
cool.
time that all these sightings were going down, this was around like the early 2000s, like when a lot of people were seeing this shit. Like this was about like I want to say 2000 and maybe 6. This is 2005 or 2006, and me and my cousin were driving on Highway 19, and it was like 10 at night. It was like fall time, so it was like the end of summer. We were just getting into September, so we had like the windows down and we're fucking cruising. And I shit you not, Dustin, we fucking look over and there is a fucking wolf hunched over a deer carcass. But bro, like it's like hunched like a fucking man, dude. And
Oh
it's like
no.
doing this and it does this. It like turns back and I'm driving and I'm like, my cousin's staring at it. She's like, Jen, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? And I'm like, I'm not stopping. And I got chills all over my body and I fucking floored it. And I was like, what was it? I was like, was it a bear? Because wolves don't hunch over their food like this. Like, dude, it was
Oh
standing. It was
no.
doing this. I can't fucking explain it, but I tried to just tell myself that it was just a fucking coyote or something because, like,
Sure.
I was just so, like, my cousin will fucking attest to this. And I swear to God, on my life, my family, I saw that shit with my own two fucking eyes. And that thing just was like, I can't, it had like a hump in its back, dude. It was like hunched, like, like a person would
Like a
do that.
hyena. Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
yes, 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 just like that, just like that. And it like did the like stand, like, and it like turned back.
Oh
You could just see
dude.
like it was like like when your dog stands on its back
Yeah, yeah,
leg.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it was meant to stand. It was fucking amazing. It freaked me out, dude. And I did about 95 fucking miles an hour. And I got the fuck to my house. Like we were gone. I was so scared though. I'll never
uh,
forget it. It was like right off of Highway 19 outside of Hubbleton, Wisconsin. It was like 10 o'clock at night, dude. And it was
wow.
burned into my brain. Yeah, it was. We talk about it all the time, up until like this day. Like we'll be like, remember that time we saw that fucking thing on the road? We were both just like, what the fuck? And I got my heart started pounding. This was before I really got into like going out and exploring. Had that been me now, I would have been like on my phone, like, fuck,
Yeah,
dude, I'm
right. Get
pulling
the fuck
over.
out of
Like,
there. Yeah.
get the flashlight, man.
Shit.
Like, fuck, dude. It was scary though for me at the time because I
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
no. I think the
I don't know
dog
if it's like
man.
a rabid animal or something. I was just
Yeah, I
nervous.
think
I
the
don't
dog
know.
man would probably be more terrifying than the Bigfoot, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, yeah, but dude, I don't know. I was like, unless I don't know. I know I fucking saw that thing, but I just, it was crazy. It was
Well,
crazy. So I've always been a believer of Dogman, and that's why.
there's what's that road that's popular with the dog man? I forget what it's
Mm,
called.
God damn it.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm pissed at myself. I should know this shit.
I should too, man. I
Starts with a
covered this
B. I know
before.
that. Burlington Road. Burlington.
Oh man.
I'm chopping it up. I'm sorry, folks.
No, no, you're good.
Don't hate my
I was
Wisconsin
freaking,
ass.
I was, oh, Beast of Bray Road. That's it. Bray Road, bro. Bray
Very
Road.
okay. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a there's a cemetery here in Wisconsin too. I think it might be near that area. If you can go explore, or if you have been exploring, there's gravestones saying that they're like this person was killed by a werewolf. You heard of
What?
this?
No, tell me. I have not heard, dude. You're giving me
No,
something. I'm very
no.
intrigued.
That's
Tell
what
me.
it's
Like,
leading to the
that's
dog.
crazy.
I saw this on Gaia.
Oh wow.
They had an episode of Gaia here in Wisconsin talking about the dog man.
Oh
And
wow. Wow. Wow.
right,
Wow.
I was
That's
very intrigued. I was
awesome.
like, "Oh shit, what guys talking about?" And yeah, they said that they actually showed pictures of this one tombstone of this guy got killed by a bunch of werewolves. So,
That is amazing, dude. That
yeah.
is so crazy. I
So
love
again,
that.
the fact that there's a long history of this
Yes.
creature and
Right.
or creatures, I should say, because
Yeah.
you think one would die and then that'd be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just the one, And if you think
Yeah.
if it was something like a dogman was like a science experiment or something like this got loose or something like that, and it's just a one of a kind. Because I think did you hear that Japan, I think a year or two ago, just signed a bill of passing a law that are starting the human animal hybrid program?
Crossing. Yeah. DNAs with them. Yes.
The
Yeah.
island of Dr. Moreau in Japan. Hello,
Okay.
Kitty. Hello, Kitty. It'd be
Oh,
like a straight up like little almost
we
half
live in a
human, half
wild
cat,
reality.
little bow tie
Yeah.
in her hair. Hello,
Hi.
I'm for real. Picture yourself.
It's a trip, dude. It's a
Have you seen that
trip.
movie, The Island of Dr. Moreau?
No, yeah, but I haven't seen it, but I know of it. So
Oh,
yeah,
please
but
see it.
no.
Please see it. It
Okay,
is
I will.
amazing. Val Kilmer is in that one too.
Okay, good
Yeah,
deal.
he's
Yeah, I
dope.
have a bad habit of watching clips of movies, so that's how like I'm so familiar with tons of movies, and I just like watch
Yeah.
them on YouTube. Like, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this because it looks interesting. That was one of them that I was really like, oh, I need to
Okay.
come back. So the
You know
funny,
what?
funny.
Even the 1960s Dr. Island Monroe is really good.
Oh, I'll start with the
I was
original. I
pleasantly
love the original
surprised.
first.
They actually used real animals where like some real dude got attacked by a tiger. I was like, did that dude die? Like for
Oh
real?
my
I was
god,
like, that
yo,
looked for
that's
real. Like they like we're gonna like, catch the most real shit on camera today. That guy's gonna almost get eaten
holy
by a
shit.
tiger. I'm like, I was like,
Oh,
dude, that didn't look right.
that's
But yeah,
fucking nuts.
yeah. I recommend that movie. That movie's pretty dope.
Hmm,
Um, I think
I'll watch it.
1960 something. But no, watch the newer one, the one that's like the 90s, because that one's
Okay.
like just you, you get more of a good feel with that one because it's
Okay.
dark, dark. But
Well
no,
done.
and it's sad too. In a sense, you feel sorry for these animal, half human, half animals, and you think, yeah,
Yeah.
how weird and fucked up knowing that, like, especially if you had your conscience of knowing that, like, you're this freak and you're like you're
Yeah.
half of
Yeah.
everything that you see that's like putting you in this fucking cage. Like, what the fuck?
Oh shit. Like I couldn't imagine being in that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it's fucked
there's
up.
another yeah, yeah, because animals are like I think what is the closest animal to us is like the chimpanzee or something like that.
Yeah,
Obviously.
yeah, man. And it's
Didn't
I don't know,
they
it's
I heard a
crazy.
story too where I think it was off of Joe Rogan where he tells a story where some guy had a baby chimpanzee. He grew up where he couldn't take care of it anymore, so he took it to like a sanctuary. But he went to go visit this his friend once a year, and then this monkey always get very emotional, because he misses his friend. Obviously, the
Yeah.
caretaker that had him for since he was a baby. And then I
Right.
guess one day he brings him a cake, and the other monkeys, other chimpanzees there saw that this special monkey gets a cake and no one else gets a cake, and everybody's just sizing this dude up like, "You don't fucking give me."
Getting jealous.
Oh yeah. So they all fucking gathered a plan to get out of their cages
Holy
and
shit.
attack this dude. And they
Oh my
fucking
God.
ripped off his fucking face, his dick, his
Oh,
hands, and his
what the
feet.
fuck?
So it seemed like they just take everything away that you care about the most.
Right.
Like, how
Damn.
human shit is that?
No shit though, bro. You
Oh,
should have brought
god
everybody.
damn.
God
Better
damn.
bring everybody a damn cake made good.
Yeah,
Chimpanzees.
dude.
Shit.
It's wild, but man, animals are really some of these animals are so fucking intelligent. But I think
Yes.
dolphins are another one that
Oh
they've
yeah.
been known to like grab people's phones when they drop them in the water and bring
Yes.
them back to them. Like
Yes.
they're
Yes.
fucking smart, dude.
Yes.
They're psychotic though. Dolphins are psychotic. Or
Yeah.
not, yeah, yeah, dolphins are. It's beluga whales that
Uh,
everybody thinks are how dolphins should be acting, but the beluga whales are the sweet, kind, friendly ones. Where like dolphins, they'll fucking like they're like orcas, you know. I mean, they're part of that same family, so they'll have like this
yes. Yes.
like dark energy to them though. Like they like to play with their food and fucking like
Yes.
toss little penguins up in the air
Yes.
and creepy bastards, man.
Now I was gonna say, I think the only thing I can relate to a dolphin is just like they have sex for fun and they like to get high off of they like to
Yeah.
get high off of pufferfish by playing with it.
Yo,
And I guess
yes,
the
that's right.
pufferfish release a
Yo,
toxin that would kill
yo,
humans apparently, but it gets
but
a
it trips out the dolphins.
it does,
Yo,
yeah. It's pretty dope.
dude, it's very that's very Carl Sagan of them, right? When he was like injecting
Basically, they did like an
it,
experiment of like back in the 60s where they uh they made a woman live with a dolphin
oh,
and
and
would
she was
like
masturbating it, right?
yeah, because you get too
Yeah,
much
you know what
sexual.
about. And it was like growing feelings for her, dude. Like,
Yes. And it ended up
you
killing
know,
itself because it fell
how-
in depression after this experiment ended.
yeah, like how wouldn't they expect, dude? You're developing sexual feelings for him constantly, and then to take it away
Especially if
from
she
him,
was hitting
like,
his G spot. Like, how you gonna give
right?
that away,
You
man?
know, what did they
He's
fucking
blowing
expect?
O-rings.
he's, he's like, fuck this. What's
Yeah.
life without masturbation?
Yeah.
You taught me all that, and then you take it away. But
Yeah, that's so
poor
bogus.
dude.
Ah, that's weird.
It is, man.
Are
They do
you
some weird
I was
shit.
surprised I
Humans
was surprised they didn't get that woman from Tijuana.
are.
I just came back from a donkey show. What's up with this dolphin? I'm about to get wet. No, that's pretty gnarly.
It is.
The bestiality, how that even
Yeah.
forms. Uva, uva,
It's called interspecies erotica. That
erotica.
fucking.
Where do the furries come in?
Yeah, yeah.
No, no, it's a weird world that we live in. And if you definitely
Really
witness
is.
something like that, you definitely look at humans a lot differently.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure. And yeah,
Dude,
just
aren't like
the
those orcas sinking yachts and shit, like them
oh
coming
yeah,
to take
yeah,
out people now? So,
yeah.
yeah, I'm right. Like,
Well, yeah. After your orcas are starting to see how much shit we're putting in the ocean.
exactly, dude. And then, like, killing off animal life with our big fucking,
Yeah.
ship liners and whatnot.
Well,
Like,
I heard the orcas are as smart as a 6-year-old child, human child.
that's kind of crazy,
And
That's
a 6-year-old
fine.
human child could be pretty fucking
Pretty
smart.
fucking smart, because
Yeah.
that's insane thing. So, and it
Huh.
doesn't surprise me, dude. I
No.
mean, you think about it, being around so fucking long, just observing people and,
Oh yeah. You finally see what's happening. And then yeah, I heard the orcas are all or even all the whales have certain uh, they even have names they give to each other. I heard
yeah,
like
isn't it
certain
nuts?
noises. Like
Mhm.
again, they can figure out even birds too. I think figure out
Yeah,
certain
they're
parrots
just
can actually name their child in certain names, so they can actually
yeah,
whistle
yeah,
the certain. They're calling for a
right.
certain bird.
And
I'm not
then
talking to you. I'm
raven
talking to your
crows.
sibling.
And could you imagine them like us understanding them sometime? Like I always think about that. Like if animals crossed that line where they were able to
Sure.
because like parrots and ravens and crows or whatever that can mimic human speech and
Yes, the
stuff. It's just a
ravens.
matter of time until they start utilizing it. You never know. It'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, no, I think it's amazing that even like I think birds are the only animal that sense rhythm, like music. You
Oh,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
interesting. I didn't
Or
know
maybe
that.
I think
Cool.
maybe a few other animals sense rhythm because I think I give cats the credit they can sense classical music. I like to think they can.
I would love to think that as well. I believe
Right? That's like, yeah, is
I
that you?
believe
It's like,
it.
yeah, they feel that shit. Put that Mozart on.
Before
Mm.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I know. Hit me with some of that, Amadeus Mozart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I got
I
good
love
taste.
they do. But yeah, it makes you wonder too. Like again, we can go back to like aliens liking music. Do they like music, or do other
Yeah.
animals on Earth like music?
And it makes you wonder, like, what did they formulate as the idea of music, because it's one way for us. What would it be for them? What rhythms and sounds are they putting together to, you know, make
Sure.
music? It makes me wonder, like, I would just, so many questions, Dustin, so many questions.
I know. I hope they have all day when they get here. Maybe I'll line. It'll be like the religious leaders first.
Yeah.
Why do you lie to us?
No shit, though.
Why do you why does the I don't know. I was gonna get dirty there for a second. Why are we all into pedophile?
No, valid.
Pedophilia.
Very
The
valid, bro.
yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't
I
understand that.
don't either, man.
That's why I hate religion.
Oh, so do I, dude. Just one big fucking cult.
It's cult.
Hmm.
Very. Remember that cult that back in the 80s or early 90s called Heaven's Gate? And that
Oh God.
still exists today. You know
Oh,
that?
that's so creepy,
Is
dude.
that
Oh,
creepy? Let's get
you see
all in
the
our Nike black
yeah, I was
uh
gonna say, did you see those pictures of
tracksuits
them?
and
Yeah, and the beds,
sip on
dude.
some Jesus juice and
Fucking
lay
ominous.
back and let's
Taking
go
me out.
to see some
Going to the
aliens.
creepy on, dude. Going to the creepy on. They're saving us. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking wild. Literally drinking the Kool-Aid, man. Like,
And how they all shave their heads like that.
hmm.
God.
Their fucking leader. His face is burned into my brain forever. Just looking unhinged and
He
psychotic
does.
as fuck.
Well, how I remember like it started with two of them. It was like it was him and some other woman, and she died
Mhm.
early of cancer. And in their religion, they're saying like it can't happen like that. It's like the vehicle they had to like switch up the religion somehow during this her death.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of funny. It's just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
It is,
First,
man. It's
it shows how
fucking
brainwashed
crazy.
you can really be if you just easily switch it up.
Yep. Yeah,
Um,
and people just eat it up.
oh yeah, it was just a mistake, just
That
oh,
was all a mistake.
we didn't really had to shape our heads. That was a mistake too.
That
Damn
was
it.
an oops.
It wasn't
Oops.
in the book. I thought I read that part.
Man. So absurd.
Oh man, all these fucking people. But
Yeah,
again,
dude.
it's just yeah. Oh, hey, let me get back into like the cesspool. Talking about cesspooling.
Mm.
About let's talk about the paranormal cesspool and
Ah,
what's your
toxic.
view on the
Fucking sludgy.
toxicness?
God, dude. You know what sucks?
Let's hear it. Let's hear your
Ugh,
view. Let's
you
bring
know,
it here. Vent to me. Vent
I
to
will.
me,
I would be glad to because let me tell you something, Dustin. The
please.
reason that like I even got into doing this, I feel like everybody had the same goal in the beginning because we were just here to have fun and find the paranormal, finding ghosts, chasing ghosts, like getting evidence, and it was all in good fun. Like this it's now like become a fucking shit show. Everybody's racing to the top. They're backstabbing and just selling each other out, throwing each other under the bus. Everybody's like it's very clicky. It's just like honestly, I've stepped back. Like I stepped back a really long time ago, actually probably like a year ago that I haven't really been involved like that. I just kind of doing my own thing. It was from when I was like in my first paranormal group. I just couldn't make it to events anymore, but like hanging out and doing those events and like going to paracons and shit like that, like because I would do a lot of like a lot of ghost stuff, a lot of things that were going on. I would go to like locations and ghost hunt with people and groups or whatever. Like we just did a whole bunch of shit, but it became so toxic too. Everybody wants to get famous. Some people are just making shit up, dude. People will like hype their content when it's not even like, okay, I literally saw it with my own fucking eyes and that didn't happen. And you're like posting like a whole different narrative. And I could counter that so fast, dude. Like, and that shit, I don't like being a part of that because you're never gonna sully my good fucking name when I know that I go out looking for legitimate facts, evidence. I don't come in, I don't hype any. If things don't happen, things don't happen, and that's
Sure.
it. And story,
Sure.
I go home. Whatever.
Yep.
I'm not gonna sit and fucking create a scenario. No. And if anything, if there's no ghost activity, I like to focus on the historical aspect and the
That's
creepy
cool.
of it. But
Yep.
the people of the paranormal community, a good chunk of them, and now of course it doesn't apply to everybody. And I think with any community, there's always good and there's bad. But this one's become so fucking saturated with everybody trying to get the attention of a network. Everybody wants to be on fucking TV. Everybody wants to be on a show. Everybody wants to be like, all right, guys, you know what I want to do? I just want to have fun, make good fucking content, and enjoy myself at these amazing locations. And that's why I do the underground thing. And I go to places people don't go because there's nobody there to like tarnish that. And I can go in and fucking give my story. And, I enjoy it so much more. So I've stepped away from, and I'll be for real, there's a lot of fucking frauds and charlatans out there, dude. There's people that are just so fucking
Yep.
fake. And they
Yep.
will like take advantage of vulnerable people that are genuinely looking for answers or curious about things like if their house is haunted or if they can speak to a loved one. And then that kind of like the paranormal is a big umbrella because there's psychics, mediums, there's
Yep.
there's paranormal investigators, there's intuitives, there's such a variety of people, and in every single group you've got your frauds, in every single group you've got your clout chasers, and in every single and that's just kind of what it's like lumped into. Just everybody's racing to the fucking top. It's insane and I can't stand that shit, so I'm like, peace.
Yeah.
I'll just do my own shit, see you later. Yeah, so that's also why I don't do a lot of podcasts, or I'm very picky in particular of the people I surround myself with, because I'm not getting caught up in any of that bullshit, dude. You're gonna fucking miss me with all of that. And if people are coming to me talking shit, I don't even fucking open my messages, dude. I just
Yeah.
will not acknowledge your fucking existence.
Good
Don't come to
shit.
me expecting to
Yeah.
hear fucking drama from my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that shit. So
Good.
that's like kind of where I'm standing with the
Cool.
paranormal. I've met
Cool.
some amazing fucking people there. I've
Sure.
met some really good folks that I love near and dear to my heart forever and always, but I will never get caught up in the fucking rat race to the top that
Sure.
like I'm just sitting back, everybody's like racing past me and I'll just look, just see you. Like
Sure. Sure. Sure.
here's
No,
my
well, again, I'm very honored that you like to be on my podcast. And
yeah, dude, you're
and
good people.
again, yeah. And again, I love the fact that you're independent and you're just doing your own thing, because that's exactly what I do. And
Yo,
the fact that
yeah,
you're from Wisconsin, I'm going to show you as much love as possible because
fuck yeah,
you're
fist bump.
fucking dope. Yeah, right.
Hell yeah.
No, again, sadly, that's how it's going. My co-host Luna is in the paranormal field, or was. Is not much doing it much anymore because
Mhm.
of the cesspool, and it's because there's so many weird, creepy psychos that just won't
Oh,
leave.
dude, I've got
Especially
like
these people
a
who have
thousand
these channels alone.
requests and
Yeah,
they're
like
fucking
you
all
and her.
creepy ass, pervy, kind of like
Yes,
they just,
yes,
and I
yeah.
see that with Luna. I kind of like, I love that about her. She will fucking screenshot your shit and put you on
She
blast.
will. Yeah, she
Get
puts
out
you
my
on
fucking
blast. I
DMs,
love it.
dog.
Yes.
No, dude, I'm always like, oh shit, fuck
Yeah,
yeah, girl, get them. Because,
yeah,
dude, half of these dudes, they're fucking married men with children, and like
yeah,
they're just being gross, man. They're
yeah.
being gross and inappropriate as fuck.
Again, what do you get out of that? I never understood
Oh
that.
man,
And I'm a guy. And like, I just think that you just I don't know,
you're a
man.
cool dude, Dustin.
Oh,
You don't
thanks.
count, man. You're a fucking G. Everybody loves
Well,
you.
yeah, I'm not a creep. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Exactly. No,
But no,
yeah.
it's just weird that men feel they can just throw it out there like that and just be like, yeah, it's okay. Or it's like you're gonna get a great response with that. Like you think you would.
Yeah,
But
you think I'm even like
you look like a
gonna fucking
fucking,
reply?
yeah. You seem like you like want prepubescent.
Yeah.
You fuck, you
Keto
curly
fat.
headed horseshoe
Yeah.
hair motherfucker, knuckles dragging motherfucker. Sorry,
Get ass though.
oh god, it gets me all mad too. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, here in the UFO community, we have our, you know, not as much. I mean, it is accessible, but not as crazy. Where like
Yeah. No, yeah,
you could
yeah.
dodge and you can like, you know, pick
Right.
who you want to socialize with and so and so
Yeah.
forth. And I haven't really gotten any backlash or any hate
Honestly,
from
the
my
UFO community has been the best that I've been a part of, to be honest. Like, I've gotten the best responses from people and just other creators, when I do my UFO shit or I'm posting up about aliens and whatnot.
yeah,
They're always so fucking welcoming, dude. And like, then
yeah,
they're like, hey, did you hear about this case? Or they're
sure.
like all at the ready to share where the paranormal. It's like, these are my locations and stories. Like, I don't share them with anybody kind of shit, where this community is kind of the opposite. At least it has been for me. I've had more
Sure.
people reach out to me, want to tell me things about UFO stuff versus like the paranormal. I don't know. It's
Sure.
crazy. It's
Well,
crazy.
you don't have Congress talking about ghosts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or Bigfoot or any
exactly.
other
Yeah, yeah,
cryptic things on Earth. I'm sorry, but
yeah.
aliens are taking the lead to being like the most reality of like.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not
Absolutely.
saying anything else isn't true or isn't like
Yeah, but at the
reality,
same time, you
but
got to
it's
look at
it's
that stuff skeptically
again,
too,
yeah,
because
but
it's
again, it's not taking the front stage as a lot of these people are
right.
trying to
Well,
make
yeah,
it
I mean, we're
get
not
it to
getting
be.
videos from fucking military vehicles of ghosts. We're getting videos of fucking UFOs and shit like that
Yeah,
in the sky,
exactly.
So yeah, 100%.
And who knows? This stuff could be all related, where like the ghost, or they're coming here because of the damn ghost. Like
That
or
would be nuts.
because I heard there's a theory too that they're interested in human souls. Apparently, they
Oh,
don't have souls themselves because you see them. A lot of them are expressionless. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
Just
Yeah,
very
yeah.
flat,
Black eyes
and it's
and
all yeah. It's just very, and who knows? And the fact that if we have reincarnation on Earth, that's a very weird phenomenon, even for an ET. Think about it. If
mm-hmm.
you came
Yeah.
here to this planet and there's the species that has this life that continues after
Right.
it's leaving its shell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it
Right.
goes off into outer space and then comes back after 2 weeks or
Sure.
how long,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or
Exactly.
I heard there's choices too after reincarnation. Like you get to be you want to be a
Pick
cripple
what
kid
yeah.
when you come back this time, or do you want to be a
You gonna be an
it's
animal?
something
Try
that
and be
yeah,
a bird?
something
Yeah.
totally yeah, totally yeah, or even
Oh,
an
I'll be a
animal.
worm. I'll be an earthworm, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck
I want to
it.
be a what is it? What is that one bug that stays under the ground for like 17 years and then comes up just to
Oh
mate?
shit. Oh shit. There you go. That's perfect.
Cicada, yeah, cicada.
That's yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Yeah, there
Jesus
you go.
Christ, right? What a life. I'm just gonna take a 17-year-old nap, but
No shit.
I'm gonna bang that woman so hard
I'm
when I get
about to,
out.
yeah, bust like a fire hydrant and go back to sleep.
Yeah, actually, I'm
Just-
gonna die after like busting a nut.
just
They're like shrivel up, like, oh my
literally
milk gone.
solidifying. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Just dead. Like,
Yeah. So my kids can live under the ground for 17 years and bust a nut later and die.
there you
I'm a proud
go.
father.
Yeah, I was like, carry on my legacy.
But again, I think insects will be the ones to rule the world when we're gone.
They should be.
That's the next
Should
species
be.
that's gonna rule the world.
Fuck yeah. Fuck
Dead
yeah, dude.
serious.
I want to see giant grasshoppers. I want to see
Yeah, right.
massive fucking.
Well, there was at one time when the dinosaurs
Mm-hmm.
were around, they had some fucking gigantic fucking centipedes and fucking
Mm-hmm.
beetles. And
Yup. Yup.
can you imagine dung beetles back then rolling around big ass dinosaur dung?
Just riding it like a fucking like donkey. Like it's just a giant dung beetle. Like yeah, no, but they did get fucking massive. Those things are huge. It's
Yeah.
insane.
No, not a big fan.
Yeah, do arthropods and shit. They give me the yeah. And I
Yeah.
collect insects, but I like them in jars and I like them dead. When they're
Yeah.
like wiggling and stuff, I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah. Or it's
Okay.
like what is it? The praying mantis is very unique of like its mating rituals of like mating after mating, eating its
The head off,
husbands.
right?
They
Was it? Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, you
sounds
get to eat
good.
my head now. The sexy slow bomb. You get to
Oh,
you
my
get to give
lady.
me head
Yeah,
now.
you get to give me head. This isn't what I meant. And then you
Yeah,
take
right.
alive. Like, no.
The other one first.
Yeah.
I like the
Oh,
pain.
it's so funny. Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh, that's great. But no, let's see. What other things have we haven't touched upon yet? Huh. Anything else planned in the future here for coming up? Like any other hotspots, like UFO hotspots or grave sites here in Wisconsin you want to check out, or outer states? Or are you planning on doing anything with your boyfriend? Or you guys are doing the missing person cases
Yeah,
too,
and we're
like
kind
the
of
ones
just
that are more recent. You want to dabble into some of those and maybe drop
yeah,
some names and information for the missing cases right now that are going on, so you could
sure,
broadcast it on my
sure.
podcast. Dun
Yeah,
dun
yeah.
dun. Because the
Absolutely.
flying chariots are gonna save some kids out there today.
Fuck yeah. Hell, you bet, dude. Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. So we're doing the unsolved true crime stuff right now.
Cool.
We're covering, for ourselves, we're covering the Elijah Vu case right now. Was that 3-year-old little boy who went missing up by Two Rivers, and they suspect foul play, but at this point they're just looking for any clues or evidence to where he may be located and just trying to put the word out if anybody's even seen this little boy or anything like that. So we're doing coverage on cases similar, whether they're old or current. It doesn't really matter. It's just any missing person cases or things that are unsolved true crime like that. And then but getting to back to the UFO stuff there, yeah, I actually do this summer. I have a whole plan, like a little road trip plan of checking out some more, like just some of these reports. So what I did was I actually looked up. I'm sure you've probably seen too. You know how we have like that real thick, like you can go to that website and you can see all the like local UFO sightings and stuff like that, where you can
Yep.
see where
Yep.
people have
Yep.
individually like put out like, hey, I've seen over here. So there's a few that have really intrigued me because it seems to be clustered of just different people seeing similar things and around the same areas. So I want to go through, I want to like make a whole little series on my channel about it, and the Wisconsin Files channel about it, but about just how odd it is, because Wisconsin is just so, we got so many, dude. There's
So
just
many.
I've got it's gonna take me forever to sit and go through a lot of these like reported sightings and whatnot. But yeah, so I do plan to keep up with that, and that's like my biggest thing right now. Like those are the two things that I'm really working on as far as like what I'm up to or whatever coming up in the future. And yeah, I'm just really excited though. I'll be like campground. I'll be going to like some campgrounds, camping out all night, just
Hey, I
starving.
recommend you going to Dundee Mountain because
Oh fuck yeah.
they have a campsite right on the base of the mountain. It is
Fuck
awesome. So
yeah,
yeah, they have it's a national park, so you just pay
yeah, yeah,
regular camping fees or whatever hell. But yeah,
yeah.
again,
That's awesome,
they actually have it right at the base. So
dude. That's
I would
wicked.
get as close as you can,
Yeah,
like the map, and like say, hey, I want to get that spot right there next to the mountain. But yeah, actually,
yes.
they have a few trails that go up this mountain, and the fact how this well, it's not really a mountain; it's a giant hill, but how this thing was made was because Wisconsin was a giant glacier at one time, and it was like a
Right.
river underneath the glacier that was having these gigantic boulders just
Mhm.
rolling down this river that just happened to keep stacking on top of each other. So this is how
Oh,
it was
wow,
created.
that's interesting.
So I don't know if there was some raw materials or something, or maybe a crash, something that's whatever, but something is attracting UFOs since
That spot.
hundreds of years. Enough where Native Americans been calling this Dundee Mountain Spirit Hill.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
it's weird stuff
Very
that's been happening
interesting.
there for years and years. So I've been there once. I haven't seen anything, unfortunately. But yeah, I would like to go camping there this year. Maybe we should all meet there sometime.
Fuck
Go
yeah,
camping this
dude. Let's
year.
do it.
We'll have a
Yeah.
little group camp.
Yes. Yeah, that would be
We
awesome,
should
dude.
hang out, Jen.
We should. We should do it, dude. We should do it. So down. I'm so down. Hell yeah.
No,
Of
seriously,
course.
we'll talk and
Fuck
we'll make
yeah.
some plans.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
That'll be
because
fun. Fuck yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say too. Some other hot spots that might have camp areas near. I don't know if does Elmwood area have campsites in that area. You
Yeah,
think
I don't
so,
even
being
know.
way up north there, because that's another town, of course,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
has the yearly
absolutely.
UFO parades.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. So yeah, mate. Again,
Fuck
in the
yeah.
future, we'll talk about some dates
We
and stuff
will
like
make
that.
some plans,
Yeah,
dude.
'cause
We should
I
get
love
out
camping.
there.
I'm
Oh
dying to
man,
get
me
out.
too. Me too. Outdoors is my life.
Yeah, I was gonna tell when you were talking about the true crime stuff. It was just reminding me of some stories that happened in my family members
Oh
in
yeah.
the past. They had their brush with death with criminals and thugs. So back in this, I think it was the 60s or 70s. I'm gonna say early 70s, maybe. Anyways, my mother and her mother were at home, and their I think their dad was at a business trip, and her brother was out with some friends late at night. But anyways, my mom heard commotion, hearing my grandma, scream, and there was a guy holding her from behind with a knife to her throat,
Holy shit.
demanding my mom to grab money and jewelry and whatever around the house while holding my grandma hostage.
Oh my
And he was
fucking god.
ripping phone cords out of the walls and shit. And then, yeah, after he ransacked as much as he could grab, he let them go into another room and he said, "Lock the door." Right
Oh my
there. And
fucking
then
god.
my mom started screaming out the window for the neighbors to
Oh my
call the
god.
call the
That's
police and stuff like that. So again, that was their little brush with death. I don't think they caught the guy, but he just did it. I think
What?
string
Oh my
burglary,
god.
burger. I can't even talk. String,
Burglary.
string of theft.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
tongue
you
tie there. Sorry.
go.
uh, yeah, I just did a string of theft in the neighborhood there, and yeah, I don't know if they caught the guy or not. And then my mom's cousin back in the 90s got murdered by her husband. This is a 60 Minutes case because it was kind of a mystery of how they caught the guy. It was her husband who did it, but it was a firefighter who was kind of a pyromaniac at the same time. Lit her on fire on the bed.
How ironic.
So it made it look like she was drunk and a cigarette lit her clothes on fire and shit like that. So that was fucked up. And it was
Yeah,
on
dude.
60 Minutes. And then there's
Seems like
another
Hollywood.
case where on my dad's side, we were visiting my grandparents in Milwaukee who live in a tough neighborhood. It was Thanksgiving, and my grandma just happened to go downstairs with some metal hangers and clothes to hang them up. And she opens the closet, and there's a dude standing in there. And she starts
Dude.
screaming and starts beating his face in with his fucking metal hangers and shit. And then me and my dad come running downstairs and chase the dude out of the
Oh
house.
my god,
Big
that's
ruckus and
incredible.
shit. And the cops came. We came into the room where this guy broke into. And I sat down on the bed and I noticed my pants were all wet. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then the cop went down and bent over and smelled the bed. He's like, he urinated all over the bed. I'm like,
Oh,
oh
so
fuck,
gross.
man. I got this dude's piss all over my back of my pants.
Oh, man. Happy
So
Thanksgiving.
yes, this dude like broke into the house, smashed through the window, took a gigantic piss on the bed, and then stood in the closet. I don't know what
One
that dude's
story.
plan was, but my grandma, my grandma got him with the fucking hangers.
Dude, that's she's a legend for that, bro.
Shit.
I could just imagine her just swat, swat, swat. Like, get the fuck out. Like, that's a fucking
Oh
boss.
god. So
Grandma's a badass.
yeah, so both sides of my family had some tragic and weird brush with death, or it could have got worse for either side of you know
Yeah,
family. So
yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever had brush with death or any family members like that, or car
Huh.
accidents, or
I like, well, no, I had like a bad reaction with medicine once, which gave me a heart attack.
oh
And
my
that was
god.
really fucking scary. Yeah, I was like 16 and my heart was,
Oh,
I have scar tissue on my heart because of it. Yeah, it was really fucked up. But I remember like laying there, my ears doing the ring and just seeing all black and going in and out of like
whoa,
consciousness. Yeah, but
that's
other than that,
crazy.
like no, not that I mean, not heavy enough like that where I mean like I say all the time, like, holy shit, I almost died, but like that was just petty stuff, you know. In
Sure, sure.
comparison to my heart almost fucking exploding in my
Yeah,
head.
that's pretty epic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
I think my closest brush, I you probably could die from it if you didn't get diagnosed or help from it. But I had mono that turned into encephalitis.
oh my
So I was
god,
so this
busted.
mono just kind of built up, and I didn't get diagnosed,
Right.
obviously, and I didn't really tell anybody. I was feeling weird until it really broke. But
Oh my
yeah, I was on
god.
top of the stairs. And I must have seizured on the top, and I ended up waking up on the bottom of the stairs, like all
Dude, holy shit.
like a pretzel, and like, oh, like
Oh my god,
I was like,
Dustin.
what the fuck?
Bro, were you like feeling sick like a cold or something that
Oh,
led
dude, I
up
feel
to
like I got
that?
hit by a car. And then
Holy shit,
my
dude.
friend happened to stop over, and I see him banging on the door, and I'm doing this army crawl
Oh
to
my
open the
fucking
door.
god, dude.
And
That's nuts.
he opens the door and he's like, dude, what the fuck? What happened? I was like, I don't know, dude. I don't know what happened. I was
Dustin, no.
total confused. He sits me down on the couch and he's like, dude, you don't look right. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fuck happened. And he's like, then my uncle happened to stop over, and he's a UW, he works at the UW as a nurse. And
Oh,
he starts taking my
lucky.
vitals.
Fucking
And
lucky, dude.
he's like, dude, we gotta get you to the ER, man. You're not looking hot. And I'm like,
Thank God.
so
Thank
yeah, once I
God.
got to the ER, I this is fucked. So it was really weird, like how your brain works. Like I started just I couldn't stop twitching when I started getting to the ER. And it was just the encephalitis, obviously.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
was like um it was almost like a truth serum. So I'm there with my parents. I'm doing this weird twitch, and I started telling my parents about my sex life, like how I like it and shit, like very detailed. But in my brain, I'm like, why on earth are you doing this?
Oh
Why
my
are you
God.
talking about why? There's no need. There's no sense. I'm battling my own thoughts in my own mouth, but it's like uncontrollable. It was
Yeah,
so unworldly. Like I
yeah,
was like an
yeah.
alien. It was like some,
Oh yeah, yeah. The mind
my
is
parents were looking at me like, "Oh god damn." I'm only 18 at the time. I can only imagine. Holy shit! Like this kid has been doing what? But
so
anyways,
funny, dude. That's
yeah.
so
So
funny.
the nurses there at first thought I was on drugs, so they brought a drug counselor in there, trying when I'm doing this twitching and telling my sex life. And why don't you tell your parents what you've been doing all day? I'm like, I didn't do any drugs today.
Really not on drugs, man.
And they're like, oh, okay. Okay, if he's not on drugs, and they did a spinal tap on me where I was still fucking, they had like
Yeah. Oh my
five like
God.
big guys hold me down while I was like twitching around and shit.
Oh my
And
God.
they said I was like off the charts, and like I was really wigging. And yeah, they just put an IV in me. And after putting the IV in me, the water in my head started to go down slowly. And then like I was in like the hospital for like a week and a half, and just slowly
Yeah, I
disappeared.
bet.
But like this, how weird that is after sticking an IV in me, that like the swelling in my brain started to go down and down and down and down. And like I didn't have any other weird twickiness and other weird thoughts and weird shit.
Bizarre, dude.
But yeah, like how bizarre that like I was trapped in my own head and battling my own mind and mouth.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I'm like I was like trying to close it with myself. This is like rapid
Yeah.
fire of like sex and what I like and how I can bust nuts and like what the fuck is this, dude? Like this is my mom and dad. Chill the fuck
My
out. What the
parents.
fuck are you
Oh
doing, dude?
God.
Like, and that's just when that's when I found out like the brain is so gnarly, so
It,
gnarly.
it really is though. It's a powerful thing, dude.
It
And it
is.
will you could even just you could believe your own delusions at
Yeah.
times, you
Yeah.
know? Like it's
Sure.
wild what
Right.
it's capable of.
I've seen like people who have getting brain surgeries where they're playing a violin,
Yeah, instruments and stuff during
right?
surgeries.
Just to
It's
make sure that they're
wild.
not fucking up anything in their head.
Yeah. Oh, it
You
just
know what I'm saying? That's whoa. That's
don't touch
just
that.
so gnarly.
It is.
And yeah, I don't know. And then even like the brain surgery back in the ancient times that they were doing. Like
Yeah, man, that's
what?
crazy.
And like half, I think they said there was like a 75% rate of survival of these patients
Yeah.
of these ancient times of having brain surgery, like fucking no
Right.
anesthetic and
No, I
fucking
know,
taking
man.
fucking
It's insane.
stone chisels to the skull.
Yeah, fucked
Oh,
up. I
and
couldn't
then just the
imagine.
fact that they think they're be knowledgeable, and then the fact that it did help for some of these patients too. Like,
And it
oh
just makes you
fuck,
wonder again, where the fuck would they have ever gotten that knowledge, you know? Like,
exactly.
you know,
I
it's
say
wild.
the stars
I agree.
from the
I agree.
stars. That's why, like the the Russians call themselves the cosmonauts because they believe that they're going home to return to the stars.
I actually like that a lot.
And it
I
makes
love
more
that.
sense too. I feel like
Yeah.
we are this like ET race that crash landed here thousands of
It
years ago.
kind of
And
makes
we're
sense
like,
though,
we
doesn't
kind of
it?
got
Like,
in wars with each other after some dumbass crashed into this fucking planet. You're like, yeah, you
right.
fucker. It wasn't his fault. We're on his side. And they all spread across the world,
And
and
now here we
we
are.
had to start from scratch, yeah, from
Yeah,
sticks and stones, and
well,
yeah,
that kind of checks out, to be honest. Literally, I
doesn't
mean,
it?
we are the only species of our kind, or we're the only ones. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to
Well,
fucking
yeah.
think
Well, we're the only species on Earth that has to put on sunscreen to battle the elements, like the sun,
about.
or
It's
like
weird.
if we are evolving, like scientists say, why weren't we covered with hair to battle the snow
Exactly.
and shit? Uh,
Right. Fuck yeah, dude. No, facts.
I mean
Seriously.
that. Riddle me
Yeah.
that one.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think I would look too sexy with a bunch of hair.
Yeah, I'm kind of cool that we didn't do that, but
Yeah, yeah,
again, it kind of tells me that this isn't where we belong.
yeah,
We're not
exactly.
family, dude. No, I've never believed it, and I still don't. I mean, like, it's such a fucking mystery. It's the biggest mystery of humanity is just like what's out there. Where'd we come from? What the
Yes.
fuck is happening? Like,
What the
what
fuck
is
is
this? You
happening?
know? Mm-hmm.
But we're here to theorize and just relate our thoughts. No, again, it's so cool. Again, that's why I love this subject so much because it is so fucking fun to talk about and
It is.
theorize, and this because there is so many answers and there's so many possibilities, and yeah, this world is just too fucked up to not have a bunch of other fucked up shit around it. So
Agreed.
yeah.
Agreed. And I mean, man, that expansive fucking universe, it's just damn near infinite up there. It
Yeah,
just goes on and on and on, galaxy
yeah.
after galaxy. It's fucking wild.
And who knows? Like again, these ETs could have been here since the dawn of time. Like they didn't have to travel the stars. They could have they've been here.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and think of the oceans. They came from the bottom. They probably came from the bottom of the ocean. It's
Yeah,
just, they have cities down there. They
Yeah.
have they probably under. I can imagine there's cave systems under deep water too that even go
Oh
deeper that you don't
yeah, I
even
think
fucking
about
know
that a
about,
lot.
right? Like, what the
Hmm.
fuck?
Sure. There's
Yeah,
so much
man.
we haven't explored. Who knows?
Right? And yeah, we're just. I feel. I think it's kind of crazy how much we know about outer space and shit we don't know
In our
about.
own fucking ocean in our backyard.
Yeah,
So,
prehistoric fucking sharks down there and fucking
right, dude, I know.
uh
I know. I think of that shit all the time. It's
no,
just
it's just
the thing.
too stupid.
It's too stupid.
It's too
Fucking
damn
no.
stupid.
It's fucking
God
no.
damn it. Um, yeah, damn. Well, do you want to wrap it up for today and we can have you back on again? Because I
Yeah,
actually have to have these big
absolutely.
group chats because I think it'd be fun just to have some other people from Wisconsin or not even from Wisconsin, but just into the same subject
Sure,
matter
yeah.
or just to kick the shit. We don't have to really talk about,
Right.
you
No,
know,
I'm down.
I just like
Oh, yeah.
just to hear back people's what's going on in people's life basically since we
Fuck
talked last.
yeah.
And we've been trying to get you on for the longest time, and this is
I
like
know,
the
dude. I
dream,
know. I'm
the
so
fucking
happy.
dream.
I
And then
know,
guess
I'm
what?
so
I'm
happy,
gonna
dude.
yeah, I'm just gonna like people know when if sometimes Luna can't make our episodes, I'm gonna ask Jen to join us
Fuck
to help
yeah.
co-host because
Hell yeah.
she's another knowledgeable, beautiful face to look at.
Thank you.
And yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And
I'd
yeah,
still be down.
just
Would love
be fun
to.
to have you around to kick the shit.
I agree.
Um, but yeah, again, thank you for all your help and wanting to be on the podcast again. and helping
Thank
us
you.
out in the future.
Thank you. I just love being here and talking with you. I am sad that I didn't get to, chit chat with everybody else, but dude, I had a great time with you today.
Oh,
So
that was a
it's always
blast
fun.
today.
It
I was
was.
been looking forward for this for the longest time.
Me too. I was
The
excited.
longest.
Yeah.
Well, cool. No, I'm so glad. I think today was a great episode of just yeah, just good thoughts and great ideas and
Hell
yeah,
yeah. Good
yeah,
vibes.
yeah. It was
Fuck
fun.
yeah.
All right, well, stick with me for 2 more minutes. All right.
Sure. Got you.